this is some pea soup fog. Can't see more than a couple hundred feet in front of you at all. Look at that. You never know there's a shopping center and a big intersection right up there. See how close we have to see, close we have to get to see it. Normally you can see those lights from a mile back. Nothing yet. Nothing yet. I know it's up there, just not even a tenth of a mile. Not quite yet. You can barely see the car sitting at the light. Not quite yet. Now I can barely see a green glow. Wow, that's like not even a block away. Man, really thick. Morning, guys. What are we on? Day 342, I believe. This morning, I am on my way out to Tampa Palms and Country Club. I haven't been to this venue before, but it is time for the monthly Association of Bridal Consultants meeting. They didn't have one last month because of the holidays, so it's been a couple months since they had a meeting. I don't think I went to the one in December. Maybe I did. No, I didn't. I had a gig here. But anyway, today I'm the keynote speaker, and I'm giving a subset of the talk that I did for the national conference in November. I've got my little bullet points here, and it doesn't look like a lot, but this is over 2 hours of information that I've got to get down to about 45 minutes to allow for some questions. I don't like going an hour over. I don't like going over an hour at the monthly meetings because it's just kind of a luncheon thing, and people are there. Although it is a packed house. Usually they have 15 to 20 people, but I agreed to be the speaker a couple weeks ago, and they've sold 45 tickets so far today. So that's about all the rooms can hold for the lunch, and that's a really good turnout for any kind of lunch meeting around here. So that's cool. So I'll be able to get people some good info, and this is only, well, a little less than half the talk that I crammed in my November speaking. So we'll do what we can. But anyway, I should be home early afternoon, and I scheduled the roofer to come over today at 3 because he had a job reschedule on him, so he's got a little time today. And I said, well, you know, I'm out most of the day, but that's when I'll be home. And he's like, okay, see you there. So that's cool. Maybe he can do everything today, and we'll see how it goes after that. All right, I'm here at the venue, and it's actually really nice. It's a huge country club. Driving through on the way in the complex here, beautiful looking lawns and bridges. This would be a great wedding venue, and that's kind of why they have these events or these meetings at new venues around here, and that's to open up the venues to all the wedding planners and the other vendors that attend, to kind of get it out in the eye of the vendors here. So this looks really sharp. We went to another one over in Tarpon Springs a few months ago, and that was I'd never have a wedding there. It's just terrible. I want to see the inside because it looks really big and cool from the outside. Oh, a couple quick updates. I've been kind of weaning off the caffeine. I haven't had coffee in a few days now, and I had one energy chew a day, and that's pretty much all I've been doing. I took 2 today just for a little more kick because I'm speaking, but just for normal day-to-day stuff, it's just been 1 in the morning, and that's lasting me well into the afternoon. So that's pretty cool. Oh, and the gout is like 90% gone. I'm able to flex the foot normally, and it was just a little tight getting into the shoe, but feels good. All right, I got to go speak. This is nice. Reminds me of like a miniature Vegas-style resort.
My name is Jason York. I'm president of Wise Guys Interactive Entertainment and Creative Juice Group. It's been a while since I've been to you.
First in, last out, as usual.
Are you good? Yes, I'm good.
Well, that was a really good meeting. Just got home. It's about 2:30, so I got a little bit of time here before the roofer gets here. Should be here at 3. So I'm going to try to get in a walk. I'm hobbling a little bit. Just took some more ibuprofen. The foot was really good when I got there, but walking around the venue, and then especially standing up there for an hour straight in those shoes, kind of swelled it up a bit. It doesn't really hurt, but it's not flexing very well. So it's kind of like walking with a stiff foot. Feels weird. Anyway, that should be fine by tomorrow. But it was a really good meeting, not because I was speaking, but I guess in a roundabout way, but because there were, so many new people there. There were about 45 people, and I only knew about 20, and that hasn't happened there in a very long time. And I say in a roundabout way because for those of you that have been watching long enough, you'll know that I've complained before that the organization in the last year or so has been really bad about securing speakers. And that's important because a lot of people, like myself, will only go to these meetings if it has a really good and relevant speaker. And a lot of the meetings have not had one, or it's just been a rehash of some prior topic, or it's been a subject that is only relevant to a very small section of vendor types. And these networking meetings, they're supposed to be number one educational for everybody there, or most people there. And it's to network with people that you haven't met yet. So nobody wants to spend $30-35 for a meal just to see some people that you already know. If that's all you're getting out of it, you're wasting your money. So there needs to be really good educational opportunities and people there to actually network with. You know, that's the entire point of the group meetings. And what was it, about 2.5 weeks ago, they put out a notice for this meeting, buy your tickets. Still hadn't announced the speaker. And I'll be honest, the primary reason I'm a paying member of the organization is to get a discount on the tickets, because it goes in tiers. I think it's about 3 weeks out if you buy your ticket online. If you're a member and you get it at the earliest possible date, tickets are like $15. And then after a week, they go up to 20. You can't get that early discount anymore. And then it goes up to 25, and then if you're at the door, it's 30. And if you're not a member, it's like 5 more than all those. So if you're a member and you buy early, you're at $15. But here they are putting out to buy the ticket, and it's past that date, so there goes $5. Still haven't told us what the speaker is, so I have no incentive to book. Because if it's not a good speaker, I know it's going to be the same 15-20 people that are there pretty much. Oh my goodness. Oh, doggy. Same people that are there all the time, and I don't need to go. So I complained to them again. And then, you know, me and my big mouth, they say, oh, you want to be the speaker? I'm like, shit. All right, fine. So at least I got a free ticket. That was worth it right there. So, yeah, it was great seeing. There were over 20 people that had never been there before, and it was cool because they had most of them stand up at the start of the meeting and introduce themselves, and yeah, that's exactly what we want to get out of the meetings. And there were over 45 people there. I think we had one extra chair in the entire room, and that was primarily because we had a good relevant speaker topic, and I talked to a lot of people after it, and a lot of them said the same thing, that they saw the subject and they were hoping to get some good information out of it. And I mean, I'll tell you, most of the meetings, people are like chatting to themselves at the tables and kind of just eating their lunch or dinner and not really paying attention. But I'm up there and I got a lot of information to go through, and I pared it way down, because it's lunch. I can't give them a whole hour-and-a-half lecture or anything like that. So I hit them with the major topics, and they were like taking notes and hitting me up for half an hour after I was done, and it was great. And I did pick up at least 3 new website gigs right from there. So there's a few grand just for giving out some free information and helping people. So that works out, of course. And saw past clients there and past friends I worked with. Met a couple people that I'd only been chatting with on Facebook for years and just hadn't gotten together because, there's a lot of people in the area. And you don't always get to see people when you're an hour, hour and a half away from each other. So that was very cool. Met a couple new photographers, met one from Sterling Heights back home. And so we were comparing notes, and she's kind of wanting to move down here, and I gave her a lot of stuff of what works and what doesn't, and so that was cool to hook up with her. And I showed her one of my business cards, which had a picture from Belle Isle back up in Detroit. She's like, oh yeah, I know where that is. And she showed me some of hers from Hart Plaza. I'm like, oh, yeah, I know where that is. And so that was cool. So yeah, so now if we can get the roof fixed, and I think we will, it'll be a very good day. I have a lot of crap to do today. It's not even funny. More data came in from clients for websites, and now I'm getting a little behind. I did hook up today at the meeting there with one of the clients that I'm doing one of the big florist sites for, the one I'm working on right now. And he said he's absolutely swamped till after Valentine's Day, so no big rush. So that makes me feel a little bit better. Not that I'm going to take time off, but I don't feel under the gun for him. So that's cool. Holy crap, the phones have been blowing up all day. Got website number 1 just about completed, working through the list of changes. Website 2, not too many changes, should have that wrapped up tonight, and they're planning on doing a website launch party because it's for the hotel, and yeah, that's a good excuse to throw a party at the hotel, so that'll be really cool. And then I can get on with the florist website, and then I've got another florist website, and then by that time I should have the data in for another big wedding planner, and then I got 3 more that I got from today to work on, but that is in the future, man. And I've scheduled more people for Cigar Obsession Live. That is very cool. Got a client even flying in from New York just for the show, so that's really sweet. Anyway, the roofer just finished, and this was a cheap repair, only charged me $80 for materials, and I gave him some more cigars. I've converted him into a cigar smoker, no joke. Given him, this is 3 samplers now, and he's kind of tuning into what he likes. I gave him some other stuff, and he's sitting outside. He's got a little tiki deck porch bar, kind of like what I have here, and he said he's hanging out there smoking cigars and really loving it. So that's cool. But I want to go up and see what he did. Oh yeah, that is super clean. So what he did is he put on all new, looks like 2 1/4 sections of new strip flashing. That wraps all the way around the roof in a single piece, so there's no seam. And then he put more fiber and more goop along the top and bottom of that, and I can see silicone underneath it. So good luck getting in their water. Man, if that doesn't do it, I don't know what will. The only downside to doing all this is you can see the lip has been built up, so the water no longer is going to easily run. So bottom line, it's going to pool even more water, but the roof has been holding, so that's not that big of a deal. Still not good. It's still going to have to be completely redone fairly soon, but like I said, that's $5,000, $6,000, maybe $7,000, because this whole room, walls included, and this whole porch has to be completely redone to do this roof. Oh well, crossing our fingers. See you tomorrow.